What is up, everybody? This is All Things Entertaining here, bringing you with a brand new video, and today we're going to be discussing the new Invoked Shaddoll deck that had just actually released, or recently won the Card Market Tournament, which is essentially the PPG for Europe, and we're just going to go over the deck because it's kind of interesting. Also, the Shaddoll Structure deck comes out today, so if you guys are planning on getting that, which I highly suggest, even if you don't play Shaddolls, because it is a very good structure deck because it has a lot of good reprints in it, they will be on sale today. So yeah, if you guys go online and just pick them up. Pick up as many as you can, because I feel like this is going to be one of the structure decks that could be worth quite a bit of money in the future. So if you don't even plan on opening them, then you got some nice seal product to hold on to. But anyway, let's just jump right into the deck list here from the Invoked Shaddoll deck. Also, link in the description will be a video that Simo did. Pretty sure anyone who watches this will have already seen it, but I want to give credit to the original people who made the deck list, as well as give credit to the person who uploaded this first. But I just feel like this deck is really cool. Shaddolls is one of my favorite archetypes of all time, and we'll just jump right into it. We got 1 PSY-Frame Driver, 2 Beast, 2 Dragon, 2 Squamata, 1 Performage Trick Clown, 3 Performage Juggler, 1 Hat Tricker, 3 Aleister the Invoker, 3 Shaddoll Hedgehog, 3 PSY-Framegear Gamma, and 1 Shaddoll Falco. Now, the consistency for the ratios of the Shaddoll monsters seem pretty fair enough. I'm a little curious as to why Shaddoll Hedgehog was made the cut. I guess because I can add the spell and traps from your deck to your hand. If you just nothing else, you could set this. Also, it adds a card when it's sent to the graveyard. So I guess it makes sense. It's the quote-unquote Stratos for Shaddolls, and it is pretty good. Dragon is your standard spell and trap removal. Plus, it can return up a card to the hand of its set. Not that you would really do that often. Squamata is just an extra Foolish Burial for your deck, as well as Shaddoll Beast just drawing you extra cards. And Falco, just being Falco. Usually it's played as a one-of, but it's generally not that great, but it is still one of my favorite Shaddoll monsters. I used to play this back in 3 and way back in the day. And you got your Gamma package, because Gamma is really good, this format. So, and the Performages, they are just really good light monsters. Hat Tricker is just really good because you could just summon it for free, basically. And yeah, that's pretty much standard here. I think this list could very well be a standard quote-unquote list. So we'll just jump into the spells. We got 3 Shaddoll Fusion, 1 Terraforming, 3 Invocation, 1 Foolish Burial, 3 Shaddoll Fusion, 3 Called by the Grave, 1 Set Rotation, 3 Magical Meltdown, and 1 Mystic Mine. And the last trap here is just Shaddoll Core, which is pretty standard in most Shaddoll lists, even before this list. When it was topping before, you just play one of this card. But just some pretty good invoked stuff here. Invocation, really powerful card. Magical Meltdown, an extremely insane spell card, or field spell, and you're playing the Mystic Mine with the set rotation to catch your opponent off guard and to possibly lock them out of the game. Called by the Grave to get rid of some annoying hand traps that will just stop your Aleister or your Magical Meltdown from working. Shaddoll Fusion and Shaddoll Fusion, classic cards you play in this deck, pretty good cards. Shaddoll Fusion, still pretty good as ever. Next, we got the extra deck, which contains 3 Invoked Mechaba, 3 Shaddoll Construct, 2 Winda, 1 Caliga. Link monsters consist of 1 Borrelsword Dragon, 1 Apollousa, 1 Knightmare Phoenix, 1 Aleister the Invoker of Madness, 1 Cross Sheep, and 1 Salamangreat Almiraj. So just looking at this, Invoked Mechaba, pretty good card. Shaddoll Construct is still really, really good. I was actually really surprised that this was at 3 copies in this person's deck, but it makes perfect sense because it is probably one of the best Shaddoll monsters that you have access to. Winda plus Caliga just basically says your opponent can't play the game, and you can easily make both of them on the field very fast, very easily. You just make Cross Sheep, or you make your Aleister the Invoker, or you just make Salamangreat Almiraj, make Winda or Caliga verse, and then you just make something else afterwards with another like monster. So it's pretty good. It's kind of crazy how this small setup just tells your opponent that they can't play the game forever. So it's really cool. Next, we got for the side deck, we got 1 Pankratops, 2 DD Crow, 3 Droll and Luckbird, 3 Lightning Storm, 2 Mystic Mine, 3 Evenly Matched, and 1 Red Reboot. So just a powerful side deck lineup. You play the 2 more Mystic Mine just in case if your opponent makes you go second, and you are just wanting to get an edge on them. This deck looks like it is built to go first because you're running a bunch of fusion spells. You want to get those out you want to get your lock out as quickly as possible, with maybe an Apollousa, Mechaba, and your Caliga or Winda or both on the board. I'm not sure if you could even do that, but clearly he did at some point. So maybe you just want to do that. Evenly matched is just pretty good because it just bypasses a lot of the restrictions that you're going to be playing under this, because you don't really need your battle phase going second anyway. You could just because you're just going to lock your opponent out and they won't be able to play the game anyway. Red Reboot Altergeist is still a pesky deck, so Droll Lockbird for Spiral, obviously, so as well as Crow to banish key cards from your opponent's graveyard. It's also really good against Altergeists when they decide to recur some of their traps and their monsters. And Pankratops is just one of the best side deck cards ever created, so you might as well play it at 1. So overall, this deck list is very interesting. I like the deck concept quite a bit. Sorry if I'm a little bit inconsistent with the uploads recently. I've just been coming down with a cold, so I'm slowly getting over it. So if you guys did enjoy this video, please leave a comment in the comment section below. Also, the deck list will be in the description if you guys just want to copy paste it into your YGO Pro or Dueling book. And I'll see you guys in the next video. This has been All Things Entertaining, signing out.